morning, it's Friday, 18, 2022. This is NBC Morning News, bringing you the latest news around the globe. I'm Tep Panhavotey, the reporter. Our headline today is about 438 days lost at the sea. Jose Salvador Alvarez was a fisherman in Mexico. He was born in 1975. He had been fishing for sharks in Mexico for decades. He would normally take a small skiff, a buddy, and go out on the Pacific Ocean for 2 or 3 days, catching for sharks and returning back to land to sell the shark for 50 cents a pound. On a Saturday, November of 2012, Alvarez's usual fishing partner couldn't make it, so he grabbed a day worker from the beach, a 22-year-old Rocky named Esquire who had little seafaring experience. Neither man could have known what would happen next. While they were on the boat, they saw a storm coming, but they were catching tons of fish, so they grappled. They lost because as they come back to the shore, and the wave was so huge for them that they flooded the engine. The engine died and they started to drift. Within hours of losing their motor, they were getting destroyed by the huge storm. There were massive swells, so they were bobbing up and down. They would got this heavy motor in the back which screw up the weight contributions, so the boat is spinning around, flipping out of their equipment, their nets, and the fish they had. They threw the fish overboard and wave washed away their nets and most of their tools. The boat that they were on was about the size of the SUV with no electronic. There were 2 safety features. The first one was the Ziploc bag to put your cell phone in case you are close to the shore to have coverage, and the other was the barrel because if the boat sinks, you can grab onto the barrel. At this point, they were bailing out of the boat with their hands, screaming at each other hours and hours. It was not for a week until the storm ends and the sea goes calm. They looked around and they saw themselves in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. They had a mirror for shaving that is about the size of the baseball. They tried and signaled the ship with that little mirror which did nothing. They had about a week when it doesn't rain, and they almost died because of the thirst. Luckily, they got saved by the rainwater because they started to gather the plastic bottle from the oceans. Now when it's rain, they can save the water. On the first month, they were eating the sea turtle because they're close to the shore, and there were a lot of sea turtle there. They would grab the sea turtle, kill them, collect the blood, and drink glass after glass of blood. When there's no sea turtle, they started eating birds 6 to 9 a day. Until one day, there's no bird left for them to eat. Our friend died because of the hungriness. But before he died, he told Alvarez to eat his dead body. At first, Alvarez didn't want to. However, he has no choice. He decided to eat his friend's lifeless body. Luck, it still exists. Alvarez found a small island, and he tried extremely hard to reach the island. Fortunately, they saw a couple living on the island, and he was being taken to the hospital after that. After 11 days in the hospital, Alvarez was then healthy enough to return back to the El Salvador. In 2015, he was given a series of interviews of his ordeal to a journalist named Jonathan Franklin, who published his story as the book 438 Days, an extraordinary story of survival at the sea. For me, if it happened to me, I would not give up. I will try my best to survive myself because I always believe that there's a will, there's a way. You have just heard the latest news around the globe. Again, this is NBC Morning News. News with no bias, news with no exception, delivering nothing but the truth. This has been Tep Panhavotey, the reporter. Thank you for being with us.